It's the details on this that I like, more so even than the purse, right? Are y'all into the bag charms? They ain't nothing but an ultra pearl. Let me see. Hey friends, how is it going? Ooh. I thought I was gonna sit down and put some shine on my legs, but that ain't happening with this. I didn't know the bottle was so empty, it's so opaque you can't tell. I got this stuff, the Iconic Glow, but it has a little bit of glitter and shimmer to it, so I like it more in the morning. Why was I about to put this back down? It's empty. But anyway, we're getting ready to hit the streets. I need to pick up, I'm gonna still put it there and then throw it away. Don't let me forget to throw that away because I'll be sitting here with my feelings hurt again next time I try to put some on. I bet that's what happened before. But anyway, we're heading out. I need to go to Aldi. Today is Sunday, by the way. It's been a while since I've been talking to y'all. It's been meetings and workshops and conferences. I'm scheduled for another conference next month. I'm looking forward to that one. But mama visits and shopping and doctor visits, all the things have been going on that have just been getting in the way of me sitting down and talking to y'all. I've been saying I want to do a live because I like the lives. I'm kind of craving that. I don't know, but anyway, let me know if y'all want to do a live and what y'all want to talk about. But today, hair looking a whole mess. We've been working out. It's gonna be a hot day because of this. And y'all, can y'all see that on my forehead? True enough, I really don't use a curling iron much, but dang, I'm so out of touch that I burned my forehead. And it was just a quick tss, but it was enough to leave a scar and a mark, so we're not feeling good about that. Trying to get the skin together, so nope, we don't have the powder and all the things that should be on there to help it out, because I'm letting it breathe. I finally found out what broke me out so bad, because at first I didn't know. I was thinking, oh, maybe this is a thing of menopause. Maybe it's some kind of hormone surge, kind of like when I was a teenager, or did it, you know, I really couldn't come up with what was going on, and then it would happen again, another outbreak. And how about I had started some new vitamins, hair, nails, and not teeth. What was it? Hair, nails, and skin. That's what it was. Go figure. But it was hair, nails, and skin. And I'm getting it thinking, ooh, this is really gonna help my nails. You know, I wanna get them stronger because it feels like as I wear false nails and stuff on that on top, I don't know that they're weaker, but I just kind of wanted to make sure. It feels like my nails have never been super strong unless I use the hardest nails, but it felt like they were splitting easier or things like that. So I just kind of wanted to give it a little extra oomph while I'm wearing press-on nails. Another reason I'm giving those a break too, but I miss them too much. I feel like without them, anyway, off subject. But so I was taking those vitamin supplements, not realizing that apparently my skin does not like biotin, or at least when I ingest it. And I'm wondering, I'm curious, if anybody else has breakouts related to that. And it was so ironic because I was telling my girlfriend about it, and she was like, you wouldn't by chance be taking Nutrafol, would you? And I was like, no, but why do you say that? She said, girl, I started taking Nutrafol and I found out that the biotin in the Nutrafol was breaking me out. So as we're still talking on the phone, I walked to the kitchen, pulled out the vitamins, and sure enough, biotin was an ingredient on there. Since I stopped taking the vitamins, I have not been breaking out. I mean, it was all over everywhere, just on my face though, not on my body. And as soon as I stopped, well, let me not lie. Not as soon as I stopped taking it, maybe 3 days to 4, somewhere in there, no more breakouts. And the acne was actually kind of painful. Not even what I had as a teenager. I didn't have painful acne. I had acne, but it wasn't painful. That stuff was painful. So now I'm wondering, as I keep seeing all these products in stores where they talk about it's so good for your hair, da 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 da. So does biotin in shampoo or in conditioner also break out a person who's allergic to ingesting biotin? And in my mind, it kind of works. I'm wondering, kind of like peanuts. Some people are allergic to ingesting peanuts, but they can be around it. Other people can't even, so what? You know what? I don't even want to take the risk. But anyway, all that said, what was I talking about? Probably my hair looking a whole mess. We're gonna put a hat on for that. And it'll cover up that scar. And then we're gonna hit the bricks. And my idea for meal prepping, because you know what? Sometimes depending on the meals I prep, baby, I can be in that kitchen for 3 going on 4 hours. No, I want to be in there for maybe an hour and a half, getting knocked out and done. So that's what we're doing. I'm not even putting on accessories today. We just, because I feel like when I try to look halfway cute, I'll find myself going to this place and another place and no, we're gonna look just like this and bring my happy parts right on back home. So what we still talking for? Let's go. Okay, so usually when people get back, they talk about just like that, we're back. No, I ain't no just like that. I've been gone for hours. Well, it's supposed to be, oh, I'm just, run to Aldi or stuff. Girl, I ended up going to Burlington. I went to TJ Maxx. I went to Ross and Marshall's. While I'm on my way to Aldi, it occurred to me that I still haven't picked up a burgundy purse that I want. I'm trying to find a suede burgundy purse. Oh, that's cute, but way too small. I feel like this is the time to find it. I mean, I'm seeing burgundy everywhere. It must be the color of the year. Okay, here we go, suede. That is huge. That's huge, but it is cute. $70, how much is this? And why is that $70? Well, it's not outrageous. I just wasn't expecting that. That's easy to put back. Looks like they've got it in brown too. Don't care for that one. Feels more like ultra suede too. Ain't nothing but an ultra pearl. Let me see. It's the details on this that I like, more so even than the purse, right? Ooh, I like the hardware on this one. Are y'all into the back charms? I think this would be too much for me, but I'm sure I've never seen a Wrangler. Oh, this isn't bad. Made in Italy, so it's going for 100. That's too much. All right, let's see what else we can get into. Dang, is that it? Out of all those burgundy purses. That's not terrible, but the black stripe limits. Oh, there's that ultra suede feeling again. Takes another look at this one. I mean, it's cute. I think I struck out on burgundy suede again. Burlington, TJ Maxx, Ross. Yeah, I knew I went to 4 stores. Well, 5 if you include the Aldi that I originally intended to go to. But I've been all over the city looking for a burgundy purse. Did I find one? No. But I found a whole bunch of other stuff that I don't necessarily need, but I've been curious about. So meanwhile, while I was at TJ Maxx, looking a whole hot mess, talking about I ain't gonna go nowhere, but Aldi lie. I got some of this rosehip oil. I'm gonna put this right here because I do want to replace, well, not so much replace, because y'all see I've been using it, but I like this oil. It has a little bit of glitter to it. I like it at night. In the daytime, it just comes across a little childish. Something about that glitter don't hit for me. And then I got these goalie beads. I guess because I mentioned beads, it was on my mind. And it doesn't hurt to have some health, some heart benefits. What else did I get? Like I forgot already, I did. Oh, stick-on zits. This is just in case, because I'm telling you, that biotin breakout, oh baby. When you have decent skin, and my skin has never been like, woo, look at her skin. Oh my goodness, she looks so young. But when you have decent skin and then it goes to pot, you're not happy with that. This is vitamin C and collagen. And I want to use it on my inner thighs. I won't get up and show y'all now because I ain't appropriately dressed. But the more I've been walking, baby, I ain't got thigh gap. But the more I've been walking and building up that friction, I see a little darkening happening. So we want to nip that in the bud, and I want to put this there. I would say I'll put it on my face because I'm sure it's designed to be a facial cream. But again, sensitive skin in me won't let me do it. Okay, so I want to jump in and talk about this because I was getting ready to apply it and I opened it. So I was like, oh, okay, it looks like this. Yeah. Pulled it out and girl, that's it. Y'all gave all of this packaging for just this little bit? Okay, now that helps me to understand the clearance price of $5.50. And then for the rest of it, because this has collagen and vitamin C, I feel like as I'm getting older, I'm trying to act like I'm somebody, but I feel like as I'm getting older, it's important for me to start infusing more collagen in my system. The amount of collagen in this stuff is probably negligible, but we gonna see what I get anyway. And I'm smelling it again because when I was in the store, I really couldn't get a good whiff of it. So it has a subtle smell to it. It's not bad. I would say it's a light, airy kind of smell, not quite a crisp linen-ish smell, but this is a body butter and it's supposed to brighten the skin. We'll see. But it has goat's milk and collagen body butter. And I picked this up at TJ Maxx. This one was $8. This was on clearance. It's $6. The Elf Zip Zapper thing, this is running for Yeah, it was $4.99. I call that $5. The Goalie here, this is $12. And then I'll let y'all know what oh, no, not you trying to lose the earrings already, girl. Put it in and use the zipper. I like this. I'm keeping this for when I travel. But I'll let y'all know the price of the Amazon stuff later. Anyway, let me get my parts ready for bed. Why am I cutting one sausage at a time? By the way, I'm cutting up this chicken. I think it's Parmesan chicken and pepper. That's what it is. Sausage that I bought from Costco some time ago. Thawed it. I figure I'm going to add this into my meal prep. So I'm doing chicken sausage. This will be primarily for my breakfast, trying to add the protein in. Speaking of which, chicken and sausage, protein, all of that stuff made me realize that I've been doing a little research. You know I'm dangerous when I got a piece of time to read. But anyway, I was at my mom's doctor's office and I'm reading and it talked about the benefits of protein. We all know that. And it was talking about how eggs are, of course, a good source of protein. Yep, we know that too. And I meal prep eggs routinely in my breakfast. So then I come across an article that talks about should you fry, scramble. It's gonna take me all of that 3 hours if I keep stopping and talking. Is that what you said? I heard you. But they say it's when you're looking at the difference between frying, scrambling, and boiling, scrambling is better than frying, of course, because 9 times out of 10 you're gonna use oil. Speaking of which, let me get some avocado. No, I lied. I don't have avocado oil. I got virgin oil. But anyway, because you might use a little bit of oil to fry your egg, right? So they were like, yeah, it's better to scramble the egg as opposed to frying it. Cool. Then on top of that, it's best to boil your egg. Did I say boil your? I did, I might have. But anyway, it's best to boil your egg instead of scrambling it even, because the high heat cooking and all of that, which when I put my eggs in the oven, I know I cook them for maybe 20-ish minutes on, what do I use? Maybe 375, something like that. I can't even remember. But they were saying it's better to boil them because you're not cooking them as long in that high heat. And so by doing or cooking it those ways, you're degrading the benefits of the egg to some degree, the nutrients and the benefits. I was like, oh, I had no idea. It never even occurred to me. But when I know something, I'm sure I'll tell y'all. So I might meal prep and make egg bites here and there, but more than likely, like today, I know when I do my meal prepping, it's gonna be boiled eggs. I mean, what's the point of doing all this if we don't have to, right? I'm gonna save some of the peppers to chop them up kind of like fajita style. I've ever noticed just about everybody cuts peppers a different way. I have no idea what the so-called right way is, but this way works for me, especially when I cook stuffed peppers or something, which I have not made in a very long time. I don't get too much seed or too much membrane when I cut it this way. Still, I like to rinse it out in case there are a couple left. And then we go to town. Plus, like I said, when I make my stuffed peppers, I like putting this back on top just as a decorative piece. Don't ask me why. I think a lot of times in food, presentation actually kind of matters. At least when I'm cooking for others, it does. When I'm cooking for myself, not so much. I'm trying to get it done. But anyway, I end up going to all these different places. I end up running into an interesting guy. We're gonna call him that. I know I went out looking a mess based on the type of guy that approached me. So I'm over in the purses area, which is also by the luggage. He's looking at luggage, presumably, because he wasn't there at first. He comes over and he was like, yeah, so, and I'm not paying attention. Yeah, so doesn't apply to me. It's not like we were having a conversation. So why would I have thought he was talking to me? How's everything going? That's just how it went. Yeah, so like, how's everything going? And, I was like, he's talking on the phone. I'm filming, doing purses. And at that time, I wasn't even really talking. I'm simply just filming, from my POV. So I would think to the average person, it should look like I'm on maybe a FaceTime call or, just whatever. So again, I'm not thinking he's talking to me, and I wasn't interested in talking to him. Just for reference, he was a pretty large guy, and I like big men, but he was sloppy big, very, very large. If he wasn't as large as he looked, it seemed like it, because his pants were saggy. They weren't sagging below his butt, but they were like super bad. He just looked sloppy. I was trying to be nice about it and not say he looked sloppy, but he really just did. There's no other way to describe it. He was a big guy. If I was guessing, I'd say he wore like a XXL. The size he had on looked like a 5XL. And the pants, like I said, were baggy, hanging down like around his shoe and on down to the floor. Like it's just, there was, hair looked super unkept. That's what I'm talking about. I went out there, I had a ball cap on my head. His just looked like he was a few weeks out from a haircut. But nonetheless, I can acknowledge, yeah, I didn't go out there representing like I usually represent. So that probably led him to believe he should go ahead and shoot his shot. And it might net. I wonder if I'm cutting too much onion. I do like onion in my potatoes. But let's do a little mixy mix and see what we're looking like. Oops, man down. Oh, I'm glad I stopped. That's looking about right. Yep, we'll stop right there. But anyway, the whole approach that he had, yeah, so, I do not like cool men. Which is so strange to say now, because back in the day, all I dated was bad boys. But now, no, I don't like no cool men. Yeah, I'm trying to touch a few ends. I'm trying to do, please don't come talking to me like that. Because it's just not the energy that I'm interested in. Like, if you're talking to me like one of your homies, and you're still expecting me to be anything resembling your woman, then I'm starting to wonder, what all do you be doing with your homies that we in the same category? Like, that just strikes me as a little off. Yeah, it does. What am I looking for? My potato peeler? Yeah, that is highly unattractive to me. But even when I was dating bad boys, and let me say this, I don't understand what is happening. But even when I dated bad boys, they still knew how to talk to a woman. They still called you my lady, and you know what I mean? They still played the Freddie Jacksons and the Luther Vandross type of music and all of that. But now I feel like I ride down the street and I'll see a man with a woman bumping something, you know, super vulgar and just, I don't know, it's just weird. And I'm like, no. And I mean, I guess there's something to be said for the whole Bonnie and Clyde type of thing. All right. I guess that's what they're going for when they're doing all that. I ride with my chick and, you know, but I'm old. I just need to come to that conclusion. I'm old. I went out there looking like any old thing today, and that's exactly what approached me, just any old thing. It's enough for me to get my act right, I'll tell you that now. I do like to cut my potatoes slightly different sizes. I said I was gonna leave some of the skin on, didn't I? I don't think I will. Well, maybe just a little here and there. I said that, but I still didn't leave much on there. Anyway, let me get a little bit quieter, finish this up, and then we'll talk some more.
It's for somebody special, yeah. Can't wait it out tonight. Baby, you special. Can't wait it out tonight. Yeah. Can't believe it's so. Yeah. 20 nights been so. Baba don't lose composure. Yeah. Girl, my champion lover. Would you wait for me, girl? Yeah. 'Cause every day cross my mind. Would you wait for me, girl? I know, ain't no distance, ain't no time.
Don't ask me why I put onion powder on it when I got onions in it. Please don't ask me that, because I don't have an intelligent answer. It's just what I do, and I like it. I like the way the potatoes come out. So this is what I'm gonna keep doing. I got some of that Sazon from when I went to the farmer's market, but I find that I keep having to dig in it with like my cocktail fork or something to break it up. And I'm not the most familiar with Sazon, but I know I like it on just about everything. I mean, I wasn't familiar with it before, but honey, this is replacing my paprika. Dig my hand in there to get some of it off, because I don't even want to waste the seasoning that I use. Just sprinkle it in there, child. But it is replacing my paprika that I put on a lot of stuff. Fine. As you can see, this ain't hot yet. But we seasoning it up. And look at that pretty color it gave it instantly. Yes, ma'am. That's pretty. You put more veggies in there, though. You know what I've never tried? I've never put spinach in my potatoes. I ought to try that too. I mean, it may not be pretty, but I'm just trying to put the nutrients in where I can. Oh, that smells so good. Oh yeah, lots of veggies. Woo. And it's so pretty. I might as well say goodbye to pretty now, because I don't think it's gonna be that pretty when I put the spinach in. But I like spinach because, like, people who say, well, I hate spinach. I taste, really? Because I don't really taste it. That's why I use so much of it. It's got all the nutrients, like Brussels sprouts. Oh, the baby, I do taste Brussels sprouts. Hate them. The spinach, When I go out to restaurants and stuff, I might fall on the spinach. They're so stingy. Anyway, put that on and we're gonna let that cook down. I was expecting it to be hecka ugly, but really it's not as bad as I thought it would be. It's different. Yeah, different is the word of the day. Not gonna lie, I kind of miss cooking my potatoes with a little bit of butter. Clean up all this jumbo. After my video about me going on my bag rip, a lot of y'all were talking about how in different parts of the country you got all, where did all that coughing come from? Anywho, a lot of y'all were saying that in different parts of the country, y'all already have to get your own bags and stuff. I'm sorry, what? And take them to Walmart. So while I'm complaining about thin bags, a lot of y'all don't have any bags. I mean, I'm all down for recycling and stuff, but what is I'm gonna do with my garbage? I need the bags. So it's quite a bit later. I'm out of the tub. We've got the hair wrapped in together, and meanwhile, I got a delivery from Amazon, and I think it's my shirt. It must be my shirt. I haven't even looked. Why is the box so hard to open? Because you ain't using a box cutter or something. Oh yeah, oh y'all. So is it this size for real? I ordered some lipstick from the Lip Bar. So first I went on the website because I'm like, oh, I am determined to get like that pretty fuchsia color. So I went on the website and it was like $15 per tube or whatever you want to call this container of lipstick. So then I looked at Amazon, I was like, I got 2 of them for the same $15. I did not know they were this little. Why do I suspect that on the actual Lip Bar website it's bigger? But that's okay, because I don't know how these colors are gonna look on me anyway. I got Rich Auntie, that's the fuchsia colored one, and is it called Lady Boss? Yeah, Lady Boss for the red one. So we're gonna see how those lipsticks work out. Not tonight though, but we'll try them out tomorrow. Probably I'll do the Rich Auntie fuchsia colored one tomorrow because at my job we're wearing pink. Hence I ordered a shirt. I looked around my wardrobe. I was like, I really don't have any pink. I mean, I do have pink. Like I have a pink dress, not appropriate for work. And I have a pink blouse, also not appropriate for work. But just day-to-day wear, pink, didn't realize it was not a color in my wardrobe. So I wound up finding this one in the men's department. Oh, that's a pretty pink. I like a men's Oxford, and it's pretty thin, good, because it's not going to be very warm. And we're doing laundry. We can bump that real quick. It said wrinkle free. Maybe they meant on the collar. The collar is pretty wrinkle free. So maybe that's what they were talking about. We'll give that a good little wash. Oh, and I ordered some jewelry. Y'all, I finally ordered those super popular, what were they? Bottega dupe earrings. I did that, but these aren't those. Okay. These are some other little drop earrings I ordered. And I thought these were really just cute and dainty. Can y'all see that? I think that is gonna look so cute in the front while I still wear studs in the back. Speaking of which, we need to go to Miarado's because I've been wearing these mismatched earrings for the longest. So this is the stud that I really want to wear. It's triangular shape. This is the one that I got my ear pierced in, and I've been wanting to get rid of it. And I had for a while, but I lost the screw of the back to the other earring, and it's a screw back. And I thought, yep, let's just go to Miarado's, make sure it fits appropriately, because I don't know how I lost a screw back earring. That's very strange to me, but until I get that replaced, I won't wear the other earring. I'm just glad I lost the back and not the actual earring. I also saw this kind of stack bracelet on Amazon. I am so not left-handed that when I try to snap stuff with my left hand, oh, okay, that's easy, thank goodness. Do I love it as much? I'm not sure. I'm a little bit on the fence with the bracelet, I'm not gonna kid you. cool beans. And then, I don't know what this is actually. How do I forget what I ordered already? Oh, these are supposed to be some progressive readers. I'm sorry, progressive sunglasses? Is that what I did? Oh, I don't know, I like them now. I was about to say I might have to send these back. Come on now, quit playing with me. How do I get this off? I'm trying not to tear it just in case I still want to send it back. But I think I'm gonna have to tear it and still send it back. Oops, there we go. Okay, so I got the tortoise shell. Oh, these are not the progressives. Girl, you just got sunglasses. That's right, because they came in a kit. It was the sunglasses. Was it the lipstick? No, it was the sunglasses, the earrings, and that's it. Okay, so yeah, now I remember. And I like these. Don't let me put on my Rich Auntie glasses with my Rich Auntie lipstick now. Ah! Okay, I can rip this off now because I'm keeping them. Why they almost look child size? Are they gonna be too small for my fat face? I don't know, y'all. Oh, okay. Oh, I like that. The little cat eye. Yes, darling. What is this? Something's in here. Why can't I? Well, I can't see. But why can't I remember what I ordered? And how do you open it? There it is. I'm so confused right now. Not even, oh, okay, that makes sense. Why y'all just give me one though? I didn't even know it came with a glasses holder, but since y'all gave me one, why y'all just give me one? Why not two? Okay, that's cute. We like that. That was a good little deal. So I got, did I get 2 pairs? I did. I got 2 pairs. Where are the earrings? They must be coming separately. And a cleaner. So I got 2 pairs of shades. I'll show y'all the thing. That's a pretty good deal. I do not, oh, this is a shirt I ordered for my mom. It's just a green tunic that I hope she likes. As she gets older, all the button-down shirts and stuff like that. Okay, so y'all want me to cut it open, but it's just a scoop neck. Green tunic in a size small. I ain't been a small since ever. And it's kind of weird to see my mother as a small because when she was younger, she was a curvier woman. And now she's just a little old lady. Well, I mean, that mouth ain't no lady, but yes, we like this. And my earrings. All right, I got a little laundry to do, a little cleaning to do on these earrings, and then we are good to go. These are cute. I'll be wearing these Timari. And maybe even the lipstick too. But I got some more stuff coming because I did get those Bottega dupe earrings. Good morning, y'all. We're moving. We're on our way to the W2. It's a slow move, but it's a move. Even slow progression is still progression. But anyway, we're off to work. Happy Monday. All the good things such as that. Oh, okay. I was like, what in the world is this person doing? They have pulled halfway off the road. Oh, she's very old. Wow. Bless her heart. Anyway, yeah, she was confused. It's like one tire, it's a narrow road, but one tire, one side actually, because I'm sure it was the back as well, was off the road, and you could just see her kind of jerking the wheel back and forth, or maybe the being off road was jerking her, and she looked so confused. Whew, where's her family? But anyway, we're off to the W2. I don't know if y'all can see it. I got my workout outfit. What am I trying to say? I've got my back out. I've got my backpack with my workout outfit in it. I'm trying to make hitting the gym after work a regular thing. I wish I had, like if I lived in an apartment and I had a floor with the gym, oh, that would be my jam, because I would just hit that in the morning before I go to work. I much prefer to work out before work than after. But then if I do, I don't really like taking a shower in their place. Like I feel like I have to be so careful. I gotta wear shower shoes. I gotta contain my goods, because I really don't want them touching all that public space in a moist area. Like that's too much to ask of me. I would not say I'm a germaphobe, but that is too much to ask. Ooh, sorry, we're on a bumpy road. I looked, oh my goodness, y'all. I've been trying to not purchase, buy, just for the sake of buying. And as a result, I really don't have buyer's remorse. Like the things I buy, I can really use. That being said, I have buyer's remorse of a different kind in what I didn't buy. I regret not buying that DJI Pocket 3, I think, when I saw it at Costco for like $500. Because I just recently priced it at Best Buy. It's $900. I'm sorry, what? Some people told me they had paid $700 and $800 for it, and it's only getting higher. So, and what I like about it is it has, I'm sure, like a gimbal type of stabilizing feature in it that this camera does not have. So when I bouncity bounce, y'all see me bouncity bounce. I do regret that non-purchase at Costco. I was right there, had my hand on it, wondered about it, and then I went back for it. It was gone. Costco doesn't even sell it anymore. And Amazon has it, I think Amazon has it for $8.50, which is, about $100 cheaper than Best Buy. Come on, slow pup. Sorry. I hate it when people, it's not enough that you slow down, flash your lights, and give them the right of way. They want you to stop dang near reverse. Because I stopped, and she's still inching, and she wasn't even out. But anyway, I really don't have road rage, but I do have road, I would say, irritation. Like, dumb stuff always bothers me. I also have back there, I can't tell how much junk y'all see because it is junky in my back seat, but I also brought my popcorn maker and stuff like that. We're working on the letter P today. So I'm like, P is for popcorn, blah, 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 blah. I figured that blends in well. But the reality is, it's kind of an apology because we actually had an assembly last week and it was off the chain. Like, I felt like I needed noise reduction earmuffs. And I'm not, like, I do get irritated by dumb stuff, but I'm not too irritated by organized chaos. Like, my kids can applaud and, we have our noisiness, we dance, we do affirmations and all that. So that stuff doesn't bother me. But when I tell you this assembly was off the chain, it really was. I'm looking at some of my peers just sitting while kids are screaming, hollering, they're talking while, people with the microphone are trying to talk. It was one thing to applaud, but now they're stomping, screaming, they were doing the absolute most. And I've been at this school a few years, so I know what it could be. I know what it used to be, and I know what it darn well should be, and it should not be that mess that I saw there. So it's hard for me to just kind of ignore it, but I was trying to ignore. I'm like, okay, if this is the new way, this soft teaching, soft parenting, whatever wave of things where we just let kids scream, holler, stomp, and do whatever, I'm gonna make sure at least my class doesn't do it. But then I had my children who couldn't hear because all the other children around them were doing the most. Names were getting called. Was that me? Was that, no, baby, that's, no. And then the worst thing, what really compelled me to get up and help more, was seeing some of my former students just look at me like, And then at one point I was like, hey boy, young man, you. And one of my former students, his name is so-and-so. And it was such a pleading, like, oh my goodness, this is ridiculous kind of way that she said it, that next thing I know, I'm up, I'm telling kids, sit down, stop, do this, do that, move here, go sit by your teacher. But yeah, oof. So anyway, when I came back to the room, I wasn't mean, but I was over it. We still probably had another 10 or so minutes of school left, and usually this is a time where I could read a story to the kids, kind of get them ready to go home to their grown-up. I was so over it. I was like, here, I turned on a YouTube story online and let that read to them, and I just didn't have a lot to offer to my kids. I felt bad. So in the back I've got, P is for popcorn,
But it's also today going to be for apology, not apologies. P is for apology, and I need to apologize to some degree to my kids. And the kids, honestly, I say that because I know how I felt, but the kids weren't really exposed to how I feel, other than I didn't read a story and I didn't have a lot to say. And sadly, a lot of the kids are used to that. It's so different. Like I said, I'm touched briefly on soft parenting, but things are just so different for me now. Like, even I'm in kindergarten again, but even as a kindergarten teacher, you know, there are things that kids don't know yet. That's what I'm there for. I'm there to teach them. But I'm not used to seeing kids enter kindergarten and not understand the concept of a color. Y'all don't even know what a color is, much less that this color is pink. What? When did we stop teaching colors to our kids? Like, and it's not because she's the granddaughter of a teacher, but my granddaughter knew her colors by the time she was 2. Could she say them right? No. She was learning letters and all the things, and I just feel like so often, some of y'all might get mad, but so often people are just on their cell phone and letting the tablet do whatever. And these kids are watching weird stuff on YouTube. Like, I find myself, and my daughter especially, goes into my granddaughter's tablet, and she's like, unapproved. She has all these settings for YouTube Kids. But even with that, some of the things that you'll see the kids tricking their parents, sliming them, just little subtle things that don't seem like a big deal. It's one video, but it's one video after another video after another video, tricking teachers, tricking grandparents, and you know, it's too much of that disrespect kind of thing. I want to see the videos where, you know, it's a homogeneous, we're getting along, there's harmony in the household, like, call me old, call me too much of a teacher, but I promise you, when you keep sending messages like that to kids repeatedly and over time, they get the wires a little bit twisted and crossed. And disrespect is okay. Disrespect is even funny. Disrespect is accepted. And I'm saying no to that. But anyway, yeah, I got that apology going for that as well. The sun just keeps trying to hit up on me while I'm talking to y'all. But anyway, sun gonna win today. But yeah, it's I cannot abide by that kind of disrespect and silly and foolishness. It's just I hope, I'm waiting for the wave of soft parenting to be realized that this ain't it. Because I got kids now that a lot of times when I tell them no to something, they're asking me, but why? They actually think I have time to direct, redirect, instruct, teach, whatever you want to call all of those things with them, and explain why I'm doing it too, times 20. Like, that's too many kids. And I've heard it repeatedly, where parents, well, no, sweetie, we can't do that because, and no, mommy's gonna have to say no because, what? No, it's a no, and stand on it. Bam, it's a no, period. And I have to explain to kids, I'm not gonna argue and debate this with you, because I got a lesson to I got more to do. Like, you're not my only kid. And they literally expect that kind of, for lack of a better term, I can't think of anything other than to call it arguing. They expect me to go back and forth with them, explaining to them, arguing with, no, it's been explained at the beginning of the year. I am going to ask you to do things sometimes that you do not want to do, but it's always in your best interest. We have talked about putting a wrinkle in your heart and how, you know, these types of things are disturbing. We've talked about why it's important to have one mic, one voice, one person speaking at one time, the rest of us are listening. We've talked about all of these things in the past as we set up our rules, and we talked about it repeatedly. But now you just want me to stop what I'm doing and explain to you again why you got this no. You got this no because it's a no. Like, period. And let's move on with the rest of this day, this lesson. Like, Yeah, God bless those soft parenting parents, because I honestly don't see it working. As a teacher in the schools, here's the simple truth of the matter. Baby, if I can't tell you no, I can't teach you. And I have parents who are negotiating their no's, who are, explaining their no's, who are backing off from a no and changing it to a maybe, to a okay, we'll see, okay, let's try it your way. Like, that stuff ain't working. And I feel so bad. That pulled at my heartstring too. I felt so bad to see kids looking like, please help. You see the kids whose parents have standards. You see the kids whose parents do not play about education. You see those kids, and I can see them because in the midst of all that chaos, there were several children just sitting there looking confused. They look nervous, because that's how kids feel. They're nervous in chaos. Kids need structure. They need predictability. They need to know that this is going to be okay. They need to know that they can trust their grown-up. And the more you argue and debate and negotiate and things like that, the less they trust you, because you're supposed to be in charge. But here I am. I'm negotiating with you. Here I am. I'm getting you to explain to me. That's why that's a hazard in that soft teaching, because kids need and thrive in structure, period. That's not old school. That's not me being a teacher. That's just facts. And I know that goes against a lot of what people are wanting. But anyway, I'm pretty close to my school now. I will take the camera down and we'll talk some more soon. Sorry about preaching, but not sorry at the same time.
These are dreams.